can't see me. Let's go.
What up, y'all? Charles here, aka You Can't See Me, here today, back again. You already knew what it is. Today we are back on TerraTech, the constructor, sandbox, builder simulator where you battle, you destroy, you base build, you craft, you do so much in this game. It is amazing, man. I love it. I enjoy it. Shout out to Palo Studios and the developers for giving me YouTuber of the Week. If you get this game, you can see it on the interface. You can see it on their forum, man. I just really want to thank them so much for that, okay? So today we're doing a massive rebuild. That was one of my smaller techs I was using for harvesting, but it needed a rebuild. I'm thinking this is going to be a big battle tech, but I also may use it for some harvesting, okay? So right now, just adding, you know, the base, the structure to it. I'm trying to put like a nice little spoiler on the back right there, if you see that. Putting wheels on the back, what I learned is a lot of this game is built on real physics, on weight. And if you put too many guns or you put too many components on it, it weighs it down. You'll even see it when the tires ride. You'll see them sparking to signify that there's too much weight. So this is kind of what I came up with. I didn't like it, so I made a major change. So I'm going to show you now what it transformed into. So you see, this is my massive tech bot tank. And yeah, so I use this for drilling. I put the drills on it. I have protective shields and restoration bubbles all over it. You see the boosters so that I can try to propel it, because it's very heavy. This is almost like a mobile base. It does a little bit of everything. I've got batteries on the inside, some of the big Geocorp yellow batteries, which produce more energy than the smaller batteries. I say there are 4 times the amount. It looks like they'll hold about 4 of the regular batteries. So we're gonna go out here, and as much as I like this and as good as it looks, it has some fundamental flaws. It was too wide and it wasn't enough tires, and it was getting stuck on these hills. I was like, doggone it, I'm getting stuck like Chuck. So I had to just go back to the drawing board. This was a good start for a massive base type of tech, a massive base type of tank, but I gotta tear it apart. So yeah, this huge tank that I spent like an hour building, had to tear it apart, just tear it down. So let's look at the tear down. Boo doo doo doo. You know, I may start doing just some deconstruction, tear down, explosion, like when they make buildings explode and they demolish them, demolishing series. I may do a demolish series. Yeah, that would be really awesome, a demolish series. Okay, so you're gonna get 2 builds in this one, and this one I'm gonna show more of the details of how I build, okay? So stick with me, roll with this one. This is gonna be very interesting. So the yellow blocks are Geocorp blocks. The red, white, and blue blocks are a little lighter, and they're the venture blocks. So I'm gonna add venture blocks, but right now I'm gonna use these Geocorp blocks as the foundation, because they're more for like industrial construction type work. So I'm gonna make my base middle part of the frame, and I'm gonna line it with tires. So what I found is you gotta put tires on the interior too. So make the frame of your tech and make it hollow, and put tires on the inside to support the weight. If you do like you would normally do with a car, where you make it square and then put tires around the perimeter, the weight is really gonna show and gonna weigh it down. So we're gonna make this one big. This one's gonna be fairly massive. I might not make it quite as big as the one we destroyed, but it's gonna be big as well. So you see, we're framing it out. You see my other little tech over there in the distance. That was a big one I made, but this one I like a little better. It's a little more interesting. That one I'm probably gonna keep though, just to harvest. This one's gonna do a little bit of both. So okay, let's test it out. It's rolling well. I gotta actually test it. I'm trying to elevate most of the frame, but still have, you know, a decent base and have a lot of tire coverage, so we don't get stuck on those hills, man. Those hills get crazy out here. So okay, getting the frame right. I need a single block. Okay. So yeah, this is building out kind of nice. Let me add a couple tires. Bloop, bloop. Get those on there. Okay, so now I'm adding batteries. These are the GeoCorp batteries that I spoke of earlier, and they have more battery in them than the singular ones. Although I think if you use 4 singular ones as opposed to one of these, the 4 would give you slightly more amps, but it's easier just to use the big ones. So now I'm framing it out with the Venture Corp, the rare, bright, and blue blocks, and I'm really just using it to shield my shields. When you're fighting, you don't want your shields to get hit during the battle, so I gotta protect them. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna frame all of these orbs, and if you don't know, the blue orbs are shield, the yellow orbs are heal orbs, or repair bubbles, as you want to call them. So these bubbles that they produce, blue and green, are repair and shield. So yeah, so I try to hide them and put them in good spots, either under my tech, or as it gets too big, the orbs aren't big enough to cover them, but they do. There are 2 other orbs that produce bigger ones that come out by certain companies. So I actually have one of the repair ones, but I haven't found a shield one yet that's a larger orb or bubble. So yeah, so now I'm adding the restore bubbles, the green one. Like I said, lining them around. I try to get full coverage of my bot. Some people like to just put shields in the front because you mainly get attacked by the front, but smart techs will go around the back. They're always trying to find your weak spot in your tech. So yeah, so I just cover everything. So as you can see, I'm framing the bubbles, the orbs themselves, so they don't get hit. And let's see if I got everything covered. Let me put one here. Okay, and I may even put some like pillar vertical platforms too, so that I can put more weapons on them. Now I'm adding to the back some boosters, because being that this thing is so large, this tech, you need to add boosters like rocket boosters to help propel it, and that'll help you with your speed. So I have a couple different kinds. The GSO Tetroc booster jet. You also have to add fuel tanks. So that's what I'm gonna add now. These are the actual tanks that contain the fuel. And the more of these you have, the longer you can use your booster rockets. If you don't have any of those, it'll boost for like a second, and then it'll like run out and it'll have to recharge. And it does recharge though. So now I'm adding weaponry. These are the Venture Hellfire rifles. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of these, they're called headlight bores. They big drills to me. Put some of the big drills on here. And I have those for melee. So when I run up on a tech, I can melee them and hit them, and it'll drill into them, and it'll drill through their shields. Use drills to get past enemies with big shields and a lot of batteries, and it'll drill through it. So look at this. We got mag guns, we got turrets, we got machine guns. Oh man, we got the rail guns, we got mortars. Yo, we gonna tear something up. So what I'm doing now, I'm adding some collectors. These big yellow squares are collectors. So that way when I'm out here and I am finding minerals and resources, I can still bring some back. I'm not gonna put a lot of them, so it's the focus. This is more of an attack vehicle, but I do want to be able to bring back some minerals and some resources. So now we're gonna test her out in battle. Here we go. We got 3 enemies. We gonna see if they want none. They don't want none, man. Look at all them bullets flying. Look, and he got shields on here. But you don't want none of us. One down. So I'm backing up because I don't want to damage the blocks. Okay, because the blocks are the spoils of war. You try to take those blocks out and get your spoils. Alright. So this is the test of the new one. This one wrecking shop too. So he trying to get close to me because he got some drills on his, but nah, you're not getting close to me. You're not drilling into the frame of my tech. Neither one of y'all don't want 2 down. 2 down. Oh, look at him. He on like 1 wheel. He looking raggedy right now. There you go. Okay, so let's get this last dude. Now, you can't run, son. You can't run. You might as well go on and take this whooping. He gon' get it. Oh, see, he got his cab on the front. He done quick. He done quick. That's what's up. So yeah. So look. So I'm really liking this new tech. Really feeling the design, feeling the mobility, like the weapons. You know, I got a lot of weapons on chill. So yeah, this is gonna be the one that I use for a while, and I'm gonna wreck shop with this one. Of course, I'll do a rebuild later, or just build another new one and make me a little fleet. But this one right here is gonna be my big dog for a minute, man. So thank y'all for rocking with me, checking out this rebuild, this massive rebuild. I think that I'm gonna end this one here. You can't see me. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. You done stuck with me. Hey, leave me a comment. Let me know how you feel about TerraTech, and if you've played it, or if you just want to, you know, enjoy it. If you enjoy the series, let me know how you feel about this. All right. And above all things, you know what you must do. Make your next move your best move. All right. Peace.
You can't see me. Let's go.
Thank you for checking me out at You Can't See Me TV. I'm You Can't See Me Gamer. Please like and subscribe to stay updated, and check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All right, peace.